this is, of course, a little bit of a preview what could be coming at our upcoming pay-per-view. We have Thick Nottic, the current PSWF champion, taking on Ben Nyson, probably the hottest wrestler currently in the PSWF locker room. Getting some stomps on there, but Nyson!
That the crowd loves.
Ooh, in a big DDT. He's got Nyson set up. And drops him down, goes for the pin. Nyson is close to the ropes. Are we gonna have another controversy? No, he kicks out.
What is that?
What is going on? Why does Nyson's match... Oh, it's Mayo from behind! This has just turned into a championship match. He's sizing him up. Mayo's trying to get to his feet, but Nyson connects and Mayo is not able to get there. The ref is cutting down.
Wow!
Ben the Iceman Nyson is our champion. Thick Nottic trying to reclaim his title over Nyson, and it's time for Thick Nottic to make his way to the ring. Will he be able to connect? He jumps, and he does, and he busts him open! And he goes for the pin! Is this it? Hunter Frost has been clamoring he is the best in PSWF, and Ben Nyson said, hold up a second, I have the PSWF championship. And then Hunter Frost disrespected that, saying that that was a kiddies title shot. This one, the OMG title, is the main one. What is that? Oh my God! The big RKO, the pin! Oh! He said this is it.
He said it's over!
He said
this is it!
Is he able to finish it? And he
Get up!
3 it is!
It's over! He said, watch your mouth when you talking to the champ. Ben is nice, son. Facing Thick Nottic, trying to get himself prepared for that match at the WrestleMania.
Lines him up and he connects with the big elbow. Yes, it is.
Look, that's called the flying knife, son. I feel like Hunter is taking an easy way out on this.
But that, of course, means you're overlooking Bill Gates, who has had some surprising victories. Oh my God, that drop kick to the face. That might have put Bill Gates away. Hunter Frost goes for the pin. Is this it? No! A too early move there. Oh, buddy, this is what he made Lionel J tap for. He's got it locked in. Oh my God! That again is a big loss for Hunter Frost, as he is supposed to challenge for the title at our WrestleMania.
And now, WWE presents the Global Entertainment Spectacular, WrestleMania.
Everyone, welcome to PSWF Adrenaline. I am one of your co-hosts, Jeremy Culver, aka Darcy, and with me is the submission specialist, Kyle Wu, right here in Tampa, Florida for our WrestleMania. Kyle Wu, how are you feeling, man?
I'm feeling good. I'm excited. This is about to be a crazy WrestleMania. Every pay-per-view we have go nuts. I'm just so ready and I'm excited.
And I am right there with you. And as a reminder, this is also the last episode we will have in WWE 2K22, and soon we'll be switching over to 2K23 to bring more PSWF action coming for you. But we have to get our sights and our attention here on the card, because we have such phenomenal matches coming with us, and we got the best one of the best ones, I will say, to open up the card. The Women's World Championship on the line. Kyle Wu, how are you feeling about this matchup? Molly Gloria taking on X for that title.
The road to this title match have been all in Molly Gloria's favors, hands down. X has a lot to prove in this match, and she's already taken two L's to Molly Gloria. This is about to be exciting, and I can't wait to see how this finishes.
I am right there with you, especially with the fact, again, X is the only women's champion in PSWF history. So we could be crowning the very first women's title that is no longer being held by X. And that is a crazy thought process, that she could be holding the title the entire time we're in 2K22.
Man, listen, if she holds this all the way into 2K23, it's not much left to say. You know what I'm saying? She at that point in time, she would be the greatest champion the PSWF has seen. Period.
Oh, exactly. I mean, again, she picked up that title in the very first episode in a fatal 4-way ladder match, claiming it. We saw so much controversy that came out of that, so many challenges. She's defended that title again and again and came out successfully. And Molly Gloria, as you said, is likely and probably the most at risk of taking that title from her that she's experienced so far.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact. Like I said, Molly's been on a tear. You cannot take nothing from Molly. She's really been on a tear. And if that continues, she'll be crowned a new PSWF Women's Champion.
Well, of course, if she has anything to say about it, it would be X right here, coming out with the crowd going nuts. X, your longest reigning champion, not just in the women's division, but in the men's division too, never dropping that title. Kawu, you just talked about it. If she does keep this title heading out of tonight, she is the greatest champion that PSWF has experienced. But how do you feel overall about her reign so far and what she's brought to PSWF?
Her reign has been incredible. You can't take anything from X. Every time she's defended that title, when it matters most she's been dominant. She almost lost it to Hatshepsut at one of our pay-per-views, but Hatshepsut couldn't just unlock the last little buckle, and she came and took it. And honestly, that match right there was probably the most electrifying match we had in the PSWF. I'm going to be honest and say that.
Wow, that is some high praise coming from you on that match. We've seen some crazy matches over the course of PSWF history, but I will agree with you, that is definitely in one of the discussions. But, of course, that title is on the line. You see it right there. The Women's Championship is what is going to be on the line, and one of these women will walk out as the champion. Let's hear the introductions.
Chicago, Illinois, the irresistible force, Mrs. Gloria! And introducing the champion from Detroit, Michigan, she's the Women's World Champion, the X Factor.
And there you have it, the belt being handed over to our ref right now. X looking at it, which could be the last time she's looking at it as the champion. Molly knows what is on the line, and it's that belt right there. And you can see the crowd is pumped and ready to get things going here at WrestleMania. Kyle Wu, are you joining them?
Yes, sir. This is about to be bananas. I can't wait till they ring that bell. And let's get this going.
There we go. It started, and X comes out on top with some big slaps to the chest and some punches. But Molly with the big reversal and a huge slap to the face of X. And now throwing her into the turnbuckle. This is what Molly has been doing to try and get all the momentum going for herself. She's come out firing, and it looks like she's coming out firing with that vicious kick to the leg.
Most definitely. X came out with the energy, but Molly was like, look, we're going to stop you right here, and then I'm going to show you what it is. And Molly has been in the driver's seat since then, slamming X on her head by her throat, and goes for an early pin, but only gets a 1 count, and X kicks up. It's a bit early, bit premature for a pin, but I understand her enthusiasm. She's trying to get this match done and over with as quickly as possible.
Yeah, exactly that. And also, slamming X's head against that lower turnbuckle might have been what drove her to try to go for the pin. And now she's going up top. She's telling X to get up. X is going to oblige. Is she going to be able to connect? Oh, she was a drop kick to the face. What a big move off the top turnbuckle. And that really has Molly Gloria in the driver's seat as she's got that head wrenched in. And she's just sitting on that lower back, but X able to get up and looking at the perseverance to get out of it and just tosses Molly Gloria.
Oh, yeah, X is hurting a little bit, but she managed to break out of that submission hold and throw Molly down to her face, and now she landed a few combos, and then she picked Molly Gloria up. Oh, and slaps her across the chest and kicks her a few times and slaps her across the chest again. X is showing the intensity and a chin buster. Man.
Yeah. This is why she is the champion. She is not going to go down easily. She's always going to try to find a swing to get things back. And look at that bridge cradled over her knees. Molly Gloria nowhere near the ropes to get out, but looks like Molly was able to finally get out of that and finally could potentially get herself back in the driver's seat. But no, X with those big, quick slaps, but Molly able to get out. No, with the big kick to the back of the head, and she's going to try to pin off of that. She blocks it in. It goes. Is this going to be it? No, we don't even get a 1 count.
I don't even get a 1 count. Yeah, X is like, listen here, get out of here. That is not a count that you're going to get right now. But man, and X just counters Molly as she's on the offensive, and she slaps her across the chest a couple times, punches her in the face, and kicks her in the gut and sends Molly sprawling to the floor.
Man, this is almost like we're watching a UFC fight going on right here. Oh, a big twist and splash across there. Some big punches early on. We go for a pin. We get a 1 count. Molly kicks out. But as I was saying, it's almost like we're watching a UFC fight. They're just standing and brawling, really throwing out some vicious punts. And oh, with the big splash from X off the top rope.
Wow. We don't see X do that quite often, but when she does it, man, that's when she gets in gear and starts going. As she pulls her, and pins her.
It goes for the pin. It's a 1, it's a 2, and it's a 3.
Oh, and X is the reigning women's champion. That match was incredibly fast. X was probably playing possum this whole time. Wow.
Oh my gosh. X is walking out as the reigning women's champion here. From beginning to end in 2K22. Wow. What a match that we just saw there. And that, as you said, puts an incredible stamp on the legacy of X as we head into the next era of PSWF.
Incredible. That is just remarkable, man. Like, Molly Gloria had all the momentum going into that match. And for X to pull out that W, man, my God. That was wild.
I'm right there with you. Molly had everything in her corner heading into this matchup and starting the matchup, and it just seemed like there was that one reversal from X, and she was able to recapture the momentum, and it was over from there. It was just like, from 0 to 100, boom, like that.
Yeah, man, that was wild, man. My goodness. Congratulations to X on being the greatest reigning champion in PSWF history at this current point in time, taking it all the way through, holding that title for a whole entire year. That was incredible.
That was incredible. But of course, everyone, that's only the first match we have here at our WrestleMania. Again, welcome to PSWF Adrenaline. I am Jeremy Culver, aka Darcy, and this is Cal Wu. And let's look at the rest of our card, Cal Wu, because we have some fantastic matches coming up. We have potentially the end to a big rivalry that had been going on here in PSWF. The Smack Talkers taking on Anime Ted in a TLC tag match is going to be following up here very shortly. And then we follow it up with a steel cage match with Thicknotic, Bill Gates, and Mayo Menace all battling inside the cage to see who's going to climb their way out and be crowned victorious. And then we have another great matchup right after that.
Yeah, we got Dr. Vertebrae versus Hatshepsut. This rivalry has been going on for so long, and I'm finally glad to see it come at a spearhead in our last show for 2022. This is going to be great, man.
I agree with you. And then right after that, another 6-man tag match. This one, a triple threat tornado tag. Lionel Jade and BAT taking on Animal Kingdom and the Bullseye. And then, of course, right after that, a rivalry or a match that came out of nowhere in recent weeks.
Yeah, definitely. The Samurai versus Lunch, the king of the strikes, the king of the hands and feet. Who is going to take it finally? As we've seen Samurai go through a dark path and then come back to the light. And now we see Lunt going down that same dark path. And we got to see who's going to come out on top.
Yeah, and then we have another matchup right after that I think you're excited to see too.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. The Thomas Dynasty versus Bear Arms. This thing has been brewing for quite some time. Thomas Dynasty really wanting that title back. They desire that title back, but Bear Arms have had their number for quite some time. So we got to see who's going to come out with the title after that match.
And then our main event is going to be crowning the first ever double champion here in PSWF history. We have Hunter Frost taking on Ben Nyson. Both titles, the OMG and the PSWF Men's World Championship on the line. Winner walks out with both. Cal Wu, how excited are for you that match?
Like I told y'all last week, I'm putting the house, the cars, I'm putting my child's college funds. We putting that junk on Ben Nice, son, because he is nice, son.
Oh my God, I cannot wait for that one. But we do have to look our attention to this next matchup. TLC match here at a WrestleMania. The Smack Talkers taking on Anime Ted, a rivalry that has been brewing for quite a while. Both tag teams getting some upper legs on the others. Darcy getting the bigger upper leg in last week's episode. Kalwu, what are your thoughts about this matchup?
Darcy coming in, he had to take revenge for his teammate, and it looks like right now that the Smack Talkers have the upper hand, and Darcy has, as of lately, has become the crowd favorite, honestly carrying the Smack Talkers as of recently, with his electrifying high flying moves. He's been great to watch for the past 5 weeks. He's been crazy.
Now, I have to ask Kalwu, as we get ready for this matchup, we have the TLC component in this one. Of course, you talked about it, earlier in the year, the squeaky leak, Kyle getting busted open so many times. Who do you think has the advantage as we head into this? Because again, that TLC component does change things.
Yeah, it does. But the last time we seen Anime Ted in a TLC situation, they didn't do all that well. And that was with the Thomas Dynasty involved. They didn't do that well. But feel like the Smack Talkers are going to do great. Like I said, Darcy with that high flying, man. Darcy is the key to this match. If Anime Ted can keep Darcy down, it's theirs to win it.
Well, we'll see if that is going to be the case, but of course, coming down to the ring right now is Anime Ted, and the crowd is ready for this to go down. Now, again, before last week's episode, Bam picking up a big win over Darcy, really shutting down the winning streak that Darcy had been going on. Then the tag team of Anime Ted taking on the Smack Talkers, coming out with the victorious lead. But last week, Darcy getting a big win over Ngoku. So Kalwu, what do you think that they need to do to make sure that they continue to stay on the upper leg of this tag match?
Like I stated, if they both double team and keep Darcy down, keep him away, keep him in the ring, keep him tired, keep beating him, that's the way Anime Ted is going to win. And also, busting Kyle, the Glorious Gloria open, and turn him into that leaky faucet that we know earlier on. But he hasn't been a leaky faucet as of lately, so we got to see if that trend continues.
Well, we'll see if that trend continues because, of course, the Smack Talkers making their way down to the ring right now. And you can just hear this crowd, how excited they are for this matchup to get underway. We talk about it every week. Darcy being the one that's been on the high rise. Kyle, one that's been stumbling a little bit. But let's just look at this tag team in general. What do you think is their biggest strength and what they bring to their tag team and into the tag team division?
Honestly, the way that they have each other's backs, it ain't too often as of lately that you've seen them kind of be like, okay, I'm going to trust my partner to kick up. They've been getting in and breaking up pins, breaking up submissions quite frequently, regardless of the faith that they got in their partner. They have that it's better safe than sorry attitude, and that's why we've been seeing them do as great as they've been doing so far.
Well, we'll see if that continues here in this matchup. Again, it is a TLC match, so all four wrestlers are going to be going on at once. The bell has rung, and we're getting started. And look, right away, Ngoku and Darcy go after each other. Oh, but they just switched, and now Darcy switches to Bam, and Ngoku with a big elbow off of the ropes. And now Kyle getting busted in the face by Ngoku, and Darcy goes outside the ring. It looked like he was going to go try to grab that ladder, but he decided to come right back in. And then Darcy with the big strikes to Bam. And Ngoku, right at the back, trying to stop that from going, and now they're just beating up on Darcy, but Kyle comes back in and tosses Bam outside the ring, and now he turns his attention to Ngoku with some big slaps. There's so much action already to get things started.
Most definitely. I like the fact of how they separated them to kind of give themselves a chance to start beating on them and focusing on one person. But 25th Bam comes in and gives Darcy a reverse neck breaker, but Kyle's still raining those punches on him, Ngoku, and got him in the corner and just kicking him down to the ground. As 25th Bam takes another run outside the ring twice in a row, but Darcy is not done. He throws Ngoku into the corner. Wow.
And Kyle accidentally punched Darcy as Darcy went to go do a move to Ngoku. And now Bam gets back in the ring and does a German suplex to Kyle. And now Bam is cleaning up the ring. Oh, but Kyle goes outside the ring and he grabs that ladder, but then gets punched in the back by Bam. This is what's going to be the driving force of this matchup, is how do you manage the chaos that's going on all outside the ring? Ooh, Bam looked like he was trying to grab something from underneath the ring, but Kyle was right there to stop it. But now Kyle is on a 2-on-1 because Darcy's still down. Oh, a big knee to the face of Kyle.
Ooh, Goku grabbed Kyle and spun him around and said, hey, here you go. Need a mouth. You're welcome. But Darcy goes, he stops Bam from grabbing something from under and grabs him and hits him with a reverse neck breaker. And Darcy looks like he's going to go over there and stop him, Goku, but he doesn't. And he grabs Bam again and throws him into the ring.
Yeah, it looks like Darcy says, all right, Kyle, you're going to have to take things with Goku. But, oh, Bam with the Hurricanrana to Darcy as he was getting into the ring. And now, oh, Goku with the big ladder shot to the face of Kyle.
Everybody kind of going in and out of the ring. 25th Bam jumps at him and punches Dar in the back of the head. And now Dar's on the ground outside the ring, just laying lifeless. This is crazy.
Wow.
My goodness.
Bam just going right after Darcy. Oh, and now he gets a ladder shot to the face of Darcy. And Darcy is down as Bam is climbing the ladder. But Darcy right there trying to stop him, get some punches to the back of Bam. Is he going to be able to get him down before Bam can get the ladder or get the briefcase out? And yes, he does. He just big punches to the back, and now Bam falls to the ground.
And now they're taking turns stumping the 25th Bam on Goku. Springboards drop kick. Kyle off the back, in the back of the head, but Kyle reverses with a dragon screw. And now he's laying stumps to Goku as he picks him up and kicks him in the gut. What is he going to do? He picks him up over his shoulder and fireman carries and tosses him neck first into the rope.
And Darcy's just kind of watching Bam as he's going for this belt. Oh, but he finally pushes the ladder over. And then Kyle with the big power bomb as he slams Bam down on the mat.
My goodness, the carnage that is going on in this match. And Darcy stops him, Goku, from picking up the ladder and slams him down back first on his knee and then reverse neck breaker. And then he grabs 25th Bam.
Oh, and look at that. Oh, with the twisting power bomb off of that. And Kyle is feeling it, seeing his teammate take off that big move onto Bam. And now he picks up the chair. Oh, but he wasn't able to get the shot as Bam with the quick strike knocks that chair out of his hands. Oh, with a big slam down on his face.
And then Kyle grabs 25th Bam and gives him an elbow to the side of the face. And Kyle goes back outside the ring. Looked like he might go grab another table. Kyle is infatuated with these tables, man.
Oh,
that's the second. Bam to the back of the head with the table. My goodness.
Oh, Darcy. Well, everybody was outside the ring, decided to pull up the ladder, and he even did a threatening, throwing his fist up at Bam like he was going to say, don't come at me. And he should have listened to Darcy as he gives a big knee drop to the back of Bam. Oh, but Goku able to get into the ring, and he sizes him up. Oh, with a big fist to the face of Darcy, and Darcy is just clobbered, but Bam lifted Darcy up and just drops him face first into the ground. Oh, with another big punch. And Anime Ted are standing tall inside the ring, and Goku is going to try to take this chance and go after that briefcase. But Kyle right there pushes it over, and then Darcy with the electric chair drop.
Let's go.
To Goku, and a big shining wizard kick to the face of Kyle from Bam. And Bam just, oh my God, a big kick to the face. And then a cross-arm German suplex right after.
Man, Darcy back outside the ring. It looked like he might be going for something, but then he changed his mind, and Bam with a body splash on the Kyle from the top rope as Darcy grabbed the 25th Bam, gives him a reverse neck breaker. Oh, he reverses it. Grabs Darcy, and it's Darcy back with the reverse neck breaker. He said, no, sir. I'm going to be the only person that do reverse neck breakers here. Wow.
What a reversal there. That was quite the change. And Kyle decides to go outside the ring and pick up the ladder, but he has not had any success with the ladder in his hands. He just instantly gets put into a German suplex.
At all. But he stops Bam from hitting him with the ladder. And Bam gets in the ring like, screw that, you're not about to hit me with that.
Yeah, he missed 2 straight ladder shots to Bam.
Oh man!
And now
but
Bam
Goku
sets up the
slam.
table. And we have a standoff going on inside the ring. The punch is struck from Kyle, and then Goku follows up with a punch of his own. And then Goku picks up the table and just hits Darcy in the face.
My goodness. And Bam grabs the ladder and drops it down. And then he goes and he gives out a neck breaker over the rope outside the ring. Wow. As Bam is feeling himself, posing for the crowd, getting the crowd involved.
Yeah, it looked like Goku tried to go through all of his threatening poses as he could before he punched Darcy in the face, and now he just wrenches the hand of Darcy. And Bam is feeling it too, just watching his teammate do all this damage to Darcy. But in the meantime, Kyle was able to pick up the table and set it up in the corner with a big neck breaker. But now Goku throws Darcy against the table, but Kyle able to stop him with a big DDT to the mat.
Nice. As Kyle saved Darcy from getting taken through the table in the corner. As he grabs him, Goku, he picks up the ladder. Is he going to smack him, Goku, with it, or is he going to set it up?
It's not success again!
Spirit bomb! But Darcy stopped the spirit bomb! Darcy saved Kyle and stopped the spirit bomb! As he sidewalk slam backbreaker over the knee. Man, that was a great save. That was a great save.
Great save. But the tag team of SmackDown, because Kyle's feeling it. He got the neck breaker, and he got crazy here inside the ring. This is what you get inside PSWF.
Man, and they just stumping the mess out of Goku. One at the leg, one at the head. But Kyle went back outside the ring. Looked like he was going for the Bam, but Bam slid in the ring, and he followed right behind him. And he throws Bam into the corner. Is Kyle going to put Bam through the table?
Oh, he does face first, and that table went flying. And Darcy is setting up Goku.
He sets him up in a tree of woe. I'm about to say.
But he was not able to get it. And then Bam catches the kick of Kyle and spins him around, and now tosses Kyle outside the ring with Darcy doing the neck breaker, and Bam! Doing the same. Darcy was caught taunted, and Bam gets him onto the ground.
Bam took Darcy down and now is punching him in the face repeatedly. As Kyle is in the ring, Kyle...
Oh, it's the glorious twist! And Darcy is taking the opportunity with everyone on the ground, going after the briefcase. Is he going to be able to take it down as Kyle just continues to do work to Bam? And it looks like Darcy is just struggling to get this briefcase going, but Kyle is doing his best as a defensive maneuver, just keeping Bam at bay as he just does so much damage to Bam. And Darcy's still struggling to get this briefcase up.
As he kicks Bam in the mouth, and Goku is finally up and moving around. But let's see what Goku does. Goku slides in the ring.
Oh, and he finally stops Darcy from being able to do it. He does the electric charge up to Darcy.
My goodness, Darcy struggled up there for quite some time. Man, that was a Smack Talker's chance to come down, but now,
and he's busted open. Darcy got busted open from that.
My goodness.
And now Bam has the ladder set up as Goku with the big fist to the face of Darcy.
As 25th Bam slapping Kyle in the chest, in the corner, giving him a bunch of little mini slaps and gives him one big one.
Oh, and they tied him up. It's a double move. Oh my God.
He picks them both up over his shoulder, showing the power of the world, and tosses them both on their back. My God.
Oh, but Kyle with the big move right off of that. And Darcy got hit with the Kamehameha from Goku after that. And now, he goes for the chair shot, but he missed. And Darcy able to stop Goku from doing anything off of that. And now he sizes him up again.
Oh, are we going to see corner to corner? C to C.
He's going to the corner. Oh, he gets it. It doesn't work again.
He gets stopped from going to the corner by the 25th Bam, and it allowed Goku to kind of come back and get off the tree of woe. My goodness.
Bam went for the chair shot too, and he missed. And Kyle has thrown him into the corner, but there's so much things inside the ring that's disrupting all of these wrestlers from being able to get some moves off. And then the ladder shot.
He hit Kyle in the face with the ladder, and then Goku runs around the ladder. I guess he's sizing up the ladder line. I guess it's not set up in the right spot, so he's gonna move it. And he hit Kyle in the face with the ladder. My God.
The Smack Talkers are down, and Anime Ted is just continuing. Look, there's so much chaos. Goku stopped his own teammate from doing this move. Oh my God. And Kyle's going to the top turnbuckle, but Bam is right there, and he tried to stop him, but he jumped over Bam.
He missed it, and he landed on him, Goku. And then lands, and he busts some Goku open. Let's go. We got 2 people bleeding in this match.
Oh my God. And you know the one that's not bleeding is the squeaky wheel of Kyle.
Yeah, facts.
Oh, with the big off the ropes. Darcy
get the ladder.
knows that he needs this ladder to win, and there was no ladder inside the ring, so he goes to get it. And he's trying to bring it up, but Bam has stood up, but now Bam's getting outside the ring, and he's grabbing a table instead.
But now they're just kind of standing outside the ring. I don't know what's going on here. What are you guys going to do? Is somebody going to get in? Oh, but 25th Bam said he's making his way over to Darcy, and Darcy said, yeah, but you're not going to hit me with that table. And DDT's DDT. Oh, my goodness.
They don't know what they want to do. I think they have been hit so many times in the face that they have lost all sense of direction inside this ring, as Bam with the Hurricanrana to Darcy outside the ring. And Kyle picks up a ladder. Oh, gets him with the ladder shot.
And Kyle now hitting the 25th Bam, but slides the ladder in the ring. And them Goku going for that briefcase.
Darcy's got to stop him before it happens. He's got to hit him. What is he doing? He's just watching him. What is going on?
Darcy didn't want it. And Anime Ted wins the Money in the Bank TLC match. And Darcy had all the opportunity to stop it and didn't. My goodness.
My God.
Wow, all those headshots, man. All those headshots.
What a match we just saw there that took place in the ring. And yes, the Anime Ted comes out on top.
That was crazy, yo. There was so much going on in that match, and the crowd is pleased. The crowd is pleased at this match, and I'm right along with them.
The crowd got to see a fantastic match take place there. So many great moments, but Darcy not able to get his finisher off inside the match may have been the deciding factor of who walks out with the victory, and it's Anime Ted who walks out with the hands raised high.
Definitely. My goodness. That was crazy. That was bananas. That's so much going on. I want to know, like Darcy, he probably couldn't see, man. He probably couldn't see.
You're right. He was busted open. He did climb the ladder, but maybe as he got to the top, blood got in his eyes, and he said, "I don't know what's going on," and got distracted from that. But yes, Anime Ted walks out victorious. Kyle Wu, what are your thoughts?
That match was bananas. I think that's the first time we've seen a double move pulled off in the corner with that double, like, man, that fireman's carry takedown that Goku did, showing that power, showing how he saves the world over and over and over again. Here in the PSWF, he showed that power. That was amazing.
Yeah, he always brings his strength up whenever it's needed, and that was shown in that match there. But yes, congratulations to Anime Ted walking out victorious. But now we got to look to our next matchup, a triple threat inside a steel cage. Bill Gates, Vic Nodic, and Mayo Menace taking on each other. Kyle Wu, what is your thoughts about this one?
Man, this is going to be an exciting match because we've seen Thick Nodic and we've seen Mayo Menace together quite some time. But the money man, Mosquito, Bill Gates coming into the ring, into this triple threat match after a huge win last week. My goodness, man. Bill Gates is slowly climbing and becoming one of my favorite wrestlers in the PSWF love when he comes to the ring. I love the swagger he brings. I love the money he brings to the PSWF. Man, like, this guy is amazing, and this is going to be a great match because I know he's going to be the Mosquito here as well.
Yeah, as you said, he has that nickname, the Mosquito. He always is a pest inside the ring, but it is a pest that the crowd enjoys. And that is something, as you also pointed out, a huge win last week over Hunter Frost. A one that everyone wrote it off as it was going to be an easy win for Hunter Frost, and the Mosquito showed his face and said, not today. Maybe he does the same thing here in the steel cage. We'll find out soon, but I will say, regardless, I think he's going to put on a show.
That's a fact. Bill Gates always puts on the show. His matches are always exciting, and I can't wait for him to pull off one of my favorite moves in the PSWF. The ants go marching. I am excited to see. I hope he pulls it off on both competitors today in this match.
We'll see if that is the case, but of course, coming down to the ring now is the thickness of the Mayo Menace, running wild here at WrestleMania. Kyle Wu, how are you feeling about Mayo's chances inside this ring? Because he does have to climb over a 20-foot fence to make sure he walks out as the victor.
That's a lot of thickness to carry up over a steel cage. But if anybody can do it, it can be the competitor of Thicknotic. Thicknotic is a competitor. Thicknotic is athletic. He's way more athletic than what people give him credit for. And I can't wait to see what happens here in this steel cage match. It's going to be crazy.
Yeah, this is, I think, the first time that Thicknotic and Mayo Menace are going to be in a steel cage. Actually, all three of these competitors. Now, we have seen Mayo Menace take part in a ladder match. As you might remember, he was part of the Money in the Bank ladder match, or Bills in the Briefcase ladder match, excuse me. And he did not walk out victorious, but we've seen him climb up a ladder. Can he do the same in a cage is a different story. But Thicknotic, a man who has been to the heights of the heights with his hand raised high and the belt over his head, I think if anyone is going to be putting money on this match, a lot of them are putting it on Thicknotic.
Most definitely. Thicknotic is the most experienced fighter between the three. Thicknotic has the most W's under his belt. He's experienced everything from the highest of highs to the lowest of lows and everything in between. And he's very athletic for his size. And also won the match last week to prove that he was the thickest. And I feel like he's going to bring that attitude and that championship bravado and come out with the W in this match.
Wow, so Kyle Wu's going with Thicknotic to win this matchup. I'm going for the underdog. I love the Mosquito, so we're going to say that it's Bill Gates walking out victorious here in this steel cage matchup. But we'll find out if that is going to be the case, and I want to hear from you guys who you thought heading into this matchup is going to win. Leave it down in the comments below. But of course, things are about to get started. The cage is been lowered, and we are going to see Bill Gates, Mayo Menace, Thicknotic. Who's walking out victorious here at WrestleMania? And things are getting started with Bill Gates going right after Mayo Menace. Oh, but Mayo with some big punches to the face of Bill Gates. And now Thicknotic going right after Mayo Menace, keeping things going from their last matchup.
Most definitely. Honestly, this might be what Bill Gates needs. It's for those two to have their rivalry really spark in this match. And if the rivalry sparks a whole lot in this match, he might be free to kind of just climb out without anybody paying him much attention.
Oh, man. It looked like I thought Mayo Menace was going to try to take advantage of the situation there, but instead he decided to play to the crowd. And now Bill Gates trying to get things going. Oh, but Mayo Menace too strong, catching that fist and just headbutting Bill Gates. And now the punches are flying from all three of our competitors, and they have no
They taking turns hitting each other. They just taking turns hitting each other. It's Thicknotic, or not Thicknotic, I'm sorry, Mayo Menace bumps Bill Gates a back grab, and Bill Gates hit him with a DDT in return. Jesus.
Oh, and Bill Gates said, I'm not going to climb over it. He tried to tell the ref to open up the cage, but Thicknotic was right there to stop it. And now just putting in some work on Bill Gates in the corner, just stepping on that chest. Don't you respect your elders, Thicknotic, because that's got to hurt for Bill Gates.
Most definitely. And Bill Gates showing why he makes the big money, why he's the brainchild. He actually said, instead of climbing out, I'm going to tell the ref to open this door, and that's going to be the quickest way to the end result that I want. And that is just amazing.
Yeah, Hypnotic now trying to go out again. And Bill Gates is getting revved up inside the corner there. Oh, and he's teaming up with Mayo Menace to put some work in on Hypnotic.
As he holds Hypnotic arms. and Mayo Menace just punching him in the stomach as he holds him up over his head. But now, if it's any time, now is the time for Bill Gates to tell the ref, come open this cage and let me get out. Oh.
Yeah, instead, he wanted to watch the show that was on display, and then he comes up and just bashes Mayo in the back, and now sits him up in the corner and just rakes across the face with that elbow and forearm. Right across that face. And now turns right around. Look at the quickness to spin around and go after Hypnotic. But Hypnotic with the reversal, he is not going to be caught up in this mess. And he's going to make sure that Bill Gates feels it with the thick flip.
That thick flip, boy. All that weight and all that momentum and flipping over as he drops an elbow to the gut of Bill Gates.
Oh, and Bill Gates just getting lifted over the head of Mayo Menace right after. This is just torture for that Bill Gates inside the ring.
Just showing the strength before they turn on each other. Man. And Mayo Menace just cradling him. Ooh, I think now to cradle Mayo Menace and toss him neck first into the rope. And now he starts his climb again.
Yeah, he's trying to find the footing to get outside the ring, but Bill Gates right there to stop it. And is he gonna look at the strength, the legs of that man? Just the electric chair drop of Hypnotic.
Man, that's something we don't see from Bill Gates quite often. So that is amazing.
Yeah. Oh my God, Mayo Menace just tossed it Hypnotic like he was a sack of potatoes. My God.
My goodness. Bill Gates stopped Mayo Menace from doing more damage. Then Mayo Menace is pissed and picked him up by his throat. But Bill Gates counters with an arm drag. My goodness.
Oh, and a big kick to the face of Mayo Menace. Oh, but Hypnotic gets Bill Gates, sizes him up, and just drops him on his face.
Bill Gates, with those Jesus 3000 sandals, kicks Mayo Menace in the face. And that was crazy. And now he's getting pummeled in the face by Hypnotic. Hypnotic is tired of all his mosquito-ness and all his games.
Oh, and a big slam there from Mayo Menace onto Hypnotic. And as you said, the Jesus 3000 sandals, I heard they were gifted to him by Jesus himself. And he just tosses Mayo Menace onto the ground. And he actually goes for a pin, but this is not a match. You got to climb to get out, Bill Gates.
What are you doing, Bill? What a thick flip again. Jeez. What are you doing, Bill?
And now what is Hypnotic doing? Oh!
Oh, it looks like pins are going to count.
I did not realize that. They are going to, we are counting the pins here at WrestleMania. That's one of the things that happens here at PSWF. You never know what's going to be the rules. We go by our own rules. And now, Mayo Menace did the miss to Hypnotic's face, but Hypnotic said, get out of here with that power bomb.
Hit him with the sitting power bomb, and Bill Gates laying Hypnotic down with a bunch of combos as he climbs and makes his way up the top of the cage. But it looks like Mayo Menace is going to stop him.
Oh, sets him up for the electric chair drop and bam, right down onto the mat. And Mayo Menace really trying to get the momentum going. Oh, but Bill Gates comes out of it. Oh, and a tornado TDT.
It looked like Hypnotic was setting something up, but then it didn't work out properly. But he still grabs Bill Gates, throws him over the shoulder. What is he going to do?
It's the thick attack, and he goes right for the pin. And Mayo Menace has to break it up with a 1.
Oof. My goodness. This match is crazy. So you can climb out there. So it's a couple ways you can win. You can get out the ring or you can pin. This is incredible. We haven't seen a cage match like this before.
Oh, I thought if anything, that was the time for Mayo Menace to win. Bill Gates was knocked down, but he could not put Hypnotic away. And now he's showing off the strength to Bill Gates, just soaking in the crowd. And what is Hypnotic doing during this time? We can't see it. No, he's just walking around the ring. I thought he would go try to escape at that time.
He's waiting for his turn as they lock up. As he hits. Powerbomb, is he gonna get it off? I guess the steel cage. Jesus.
My gosh, just tosses him up against the steel cage and then a big power bomb after. And now Thicnotic trying to get out of there. But again, the Jesus 3000 sandals giving the energy to Bill Gates that he needs to get up and take down Thicnotic before he can climb out.
Oh, yeah, he don't want to give him a chance. But it looks like Mayo is like trying to go and stop him, and Bill Gates keeps showing him attention like, bro, get out the way. As he hits him with the electric chair drop off the top rope.
It looked like Mayo Menace was trying to ask the ref to open the door there, and the ref was not listening to him. It looks like, maybe Bill Gates has something going on with the ref in this matchup.
Got a little money in the bank, man. Big money Bill Gates, man. The Mosquito, he got the bills, and he's like, hey, we're going to do this in my favor. As he climbs up, as the big monoliths grapple, is Bill Gates going to get out?
No, Mayo Menace able to stop him before he can. And Bill Gates jumps down right into the grasp of Mayo Menace, who drops him on his face into the ropes.
Ooh. Mayo Menace is going to climb up now. As Thicnotic stops him and slams his knee into the side of the steel cage. Grabs him again. And another one.
And I thought Bill Gates was going to try to escape during this time, but no, he decides to play to the crowd. And as Mayo Menace throws Thicnotic into the turnbuckle, and then Bill Gates, with the side slam, and now he has a trap locked in. He has it locked in. Is this going to put Mayo Menace away? Look at the legs kicking out. Is he going to win? Is Bill Gates going to win? Bill Gates wins!
Bill Gates wins by submission. Oh my God! Bill Gates got into the steel cage with these two thick monoliths and win by submission. My God.
And then Thicnotic is tossed into the corner. Was Thicnotic on the side of Bill Gates this entire time?
Oh, man.
Oh, my God.
This is crazy.
Bill Gates, they say you want your WrestleMania moment. Bill Gates just got his WrestleMania moment, walking out with the victorious tapping, getting a submission win in a steel cage match.
That is bananas. That is bananas. Wow. That was an incredible match. And like you said, Dar, Bill, the money bag, Bill Gates comes out the winner of this triple threat match. Bill Gates might be on his way to some type of title contention, man. He got to get something. He's been amounting too many big wins not to be in the conversation at this point.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Bill Gates putting a mark here in PSWF. A lot of people looked at him as the weak link in the PSWF locker room. As you said early in this year, many people saying Bill Gates paid his way into PSWF. These matches like this on display show, that's not the case. Bill Gates has earned his right to be here in PSWF.
That's a fact. That is a super fact. My goodness. My goodness. Did not see that coming at all.
I agree with you, but I'm all here for it. Congratulations to Bill Gates. What a victory. But now we need to turn our attention to the next matchup. Returning to the women's division, we have Dr. Vertebrae taking on Hatshepsut. And of course, as you said earlier in the show, this is a rivalry that has been going on even from that first episode, with Dr. Vertebrae taking most of these victories. Kawu, do you see any changes or something that may unfold here that could say otherwise?
I don't know, man. Dr. Vertebrae got the momentum, but as we've been seeing as of lately, just here in this episode alone, that momentum means jack squat. It's all about who steps up to the plate in the time, in the moment, in the here, and in the now. And we just got to see. I don't know who's going to stand up in that moment. Both of these competitors have won big matches, but who's going to win this one? I have no clue.
Well, I'm right there with you, but the one that is hoping that her hand is the one raised at the end of this matchup is coming to the ring right now in Dr. Vertebrae. And of course, this is the one that I think it's safe to say has been, in a sense, the most disappointing in the PSWF women's locker room. She had all the momentum early on in the year, challenging X for the title. A lot of us thought that she would be the one to take the title off of X, and just has not come up in these big moments. And now here's a chance for her to prove she can do it in the big moment on the grandest stage of them all here at WrestleMania. Kawu, do you think I'm wrong?
No, I don't think you're wrong at all. Vertebrae literally came out the gate, just pedal to the metal, 120 miles an hour, didn't care, took down Hatshepsut multiple times, took down Molly Gloria multiple times, and then when it came for that title match, she took an L from X. But as we've seen, every woman has taken an L from X. X is just built different. She's just built different. And the closest we got to a W was Hatshepsut in that ladder match. She was the closest. But closeness only counts in two things, and that is horseshoes and grenades. Anywhere else, it does not matter.
Yeah, exactly. And of course, Hatshepsut now coming down to the ring. As you said, the one that has been the closest to taking down X and ending her title reign. And she's hoping, of course, she can have her WrestleMania moment. But we're going to find out which one of these two are going to have that moment as things are about to get underway. Dr. Vertebrae, Hatshepsut, one-on-one, and the bell has rung. It's time for things to get going, and Hatshepsut locks in Dr. Vertebrae and just immediately showing off that strength, just lifting her and pancaking her onto the mat.
Yeah, Hatshepsut showing that power. Every time we see this match, it's power against technique, and Hatshepsut showing just all the power that she has, and she's starting off fast and going to the top rope. Let's see if this hurts her like it did the last time.
With the
and she lands that big body splash.
As you said, landing it and going right for the pin, a disrespectful one at that. It's a 1, it's a 2, and no, Dr. Vertebrae able to kick out.
Oh yeah, it's too early for that. But Dr. Vertebrae needed a little breather, let the count get to 2, and then kicks up. And now, but Hatshepsut has not stopped the aggression. She's on her, grabbing her, rolling around, squeezing her gut, and slamming her face first to the mat. And now she's taunting to the crowd, trying to get the crowd involved, get the crowd on her side, just trying to get them pumped up.
Yeah, she knows if she lets Dr. Vertebrae have any sort of momentum going, it could be the downfall. And there, Dr. Vertebrae with a big clothesline, putting Hat on her back. And now, with a big suplex over her shoulders, this could be the opening that Dr. Vertebrae needs. And now goes right after that arm and just drops it, leg drop onto that elbow.
Most definitely. Dr. Vertebrae is in the driver's seat style after that one little counter and drops Hatshepsut face to knee. Said, here goes my knee. Nice to meet you. And she locks in the figure 4 leg lock. Oh, but she lets it go.
But she does let it go. It looked like she realized it's a little too early. She wasn't going to be able to make Hat tap off of that. But now Hat gets the momentum going back for herself with a big punch. And but never mind. Dr. Vertebrae just tosses her over the ropes. And now we've spilled outside the ring as the carnage just continues here in this matchup.
Most definitely. As she locks in another little leg lock, making sure she's targeting the limbs of Hatshepsut, slowing her down, because that's the way that she can win this match, because we already know she's a submission specialist. As she grabs Hatshepsut, grabs her, and throws her into the ring.
Yeah, and it's one of those things where, of course, as we talked about it earlier, Hatshepsut is the strength while Dr. Vertebrae is the technique. And if you can't use your legs, you can't use your arm, you have no way to show off that strength as she just wrenches her knee into that lower back. But Hatshepsut able to finally get out of that. But Dr. Vertebrae with a big kick to the chest and then just slams her down onto the mat, goes immediately for a pin. It's going to be a 1, it's a 2, and but Hatshepsut kicks out.
Hatshepsut kicks out, and Dr. Vertebrae can't believe it. She just felt like she was going to win that one. And she picks Hatshepsut up off the mat, kicks her in the stomach, but no, she stops it and counters with a clothesline.
But she doesn't follow up off of it, and Dr. Vertebrae with the suplex off of that. I don't know what Hatshepsut was doing, but she just stopped midway there. And then a big leg drop to the neck.
Yeah, man, Dr. Vertebrae off the second turnbuckle lands a big leg drop. Now she taunts a little bit, getting a little hype, and she drop kicks Hatshepsut in her back, and then grabs her, wrenches the arm, and stumps on it, targeting those limbs like we talked about.
Yeah, and now she's got her set up again, and just what strength being displayed from Dr. Vertebrae here. That's something we don't normally see, but Hatshepsut with a big reversal, putting Dr. Vertebrae back on the mat. And now the strength is on display again from Hatshepsut and just slamming her back down on that mat.
She said, here's the sky, there's the floor. And now Hatshepsut is pulling her away from the corner. Look like she may be going for a pin or something. Pulls her to the middle of the ring and stumps her in the back. And backflips.
A big backflip splash goes right immediately into a pin. It's a 1, it's a 2. Is it going to be a 3? No. Dr. Vertebrae mustering up the strength to kick out.
Man, that's how Shepard goes back to the top rope. Is she gonna land it again? Oh, she lands a moonsault.
And is this it? It is. Hat Shepard walks out victorious.
She added some stuff into her repertoire. She went to the ropes. We don't see her do that often. And the last time she did that, she took an L. But this time she landed it twice. And that's all she needed was that little bit of tweak in her game to pull out the victory here over Dr. Vertebrae. That was crazy.
That was crazy indeed. And wow, what a match. That was actually a really good one. Even with it being short, so many big blows. You know, the big haymakers from both fighters just trying to come out victorious, but Hat Shepard having just that little bit of edge. And there you see in the final moments, that big flip to just splash and put Dr. Vertebrae away.
Most definitely. That was crazy. Like I said, we haven't seen her do that often, and she said, you know what? She got to pull out all the stops to pull out a victory, and that's what she did.
Yeah, pulled out all the stops and then some. But of course, again, congratulations to Hat Shepard in that matchup, coming out with the victory here at our WrestleMania. And I hope you all are enjoying this WrestleMania. If you are, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe so you can see more of PSWF action here in the coming weeks. But of course, let's turn our attention now, Kalwu, to the tag team division once again. And this is one, as you talked about in recent episodes, bringing in one of the most unique tag teams that we have had here in PSWF, and that is the tag team of BAT and Lionel Jade taking on Animal Kingdom and Bullseye. What is your thoughts about this matchup in this Tornado Tag Triple Threat?
This match is about to be crazy. I'm excited for this match because all of these competitors, when they're in the ring, they always wrestle top notch, especially when they're tags. But now to just see the carnage with all the tag teams in all at the same time, just going crazy. And I am super impressed with the newly formed tag team of Lionel J and BAT. If they pull out a victory here, going into 23, they need to have a name. They need to have an entrance. They will actually be an established tag team at that point.
We shall see if that's going to be the case, but of course, BAT getting the surprise victory over Animal Kingdom, but coming up just short against our current tag champions in Bare Arms. But again, Bullseye has taken on Animal Kingdom and gotten a victory. Animal Kingdom has fought Bullseye with a victory, and now all three of these tag teams come to the middle, and now we're gonna see what electricity and what sparks fly here in this matchup. But of course, it is time for the newly formed tag team to make their way down to the ring, and again, they're so new that they don't even have their own entrance, and that is BAT and Lionel Jade, with BAT coming down on first. But Kalwu, we have seen, the victory search, the missing W that had been going on since PSWF's basically episode 2 has been going on for such a long time. BAT finally got that win, but he hasn't gotten a second win just yet. Could this be where he gets it?
Hey, this definitely could be where he gets it. Like I said, BAT has always had a great match. It's just he just have issues with finishing up and cleaning up those matches. But since this tag team, his game looks a lot more complete, and he doesn't look so weak in the realms of finishing matches. Even though they did come up short against Bare Arms, they still gave Bare Arms a run for their money.
You're exactly right. They did have some good moments against Bare Arms. Could have easily came out with a victory, but did not do so. And of course, as you said, BAT has had some impressive performances across his time. There's also been some not so impressive performances, of course, but that is always a give and take as you have here in PSWF. But now, his tag partner coming down to the ring, and it was one, we're going to say it over and over till we're probably blue in the face, one that he didn't even want to be in this tag team, that was forced into it. But Lionel Jade coming down, possibly seeing the light of what this tag team could do. And of course, Kalwu, do you think he should accept this tag team going forward?
I think he should. I think this is getting even though Lionel Jade is kind of showing us whatever, this is okay. But Lionel Jade has been enjoying himself. You can see it based on how he wrestles. You can see it when they got their victory together. He was as shocked as the rest of us was, and he's enjoying this unpredictable wild ride. And I feel like he should just go ahead and keep going and stop faking the funk.
Well, we'll see, of course, if that's going to be the case going forward. But Lionel Jade, trying to potentially recapture his form and start to, rival in the singles division here yet again. But Kawu, what do you think has been the difference in his delivery and fighting style that he's shown here in the tag team division that he should bring back to himself in the singles competition?
Oh, man, just his intensity. Lionel Jade, in recent times as a solo wrestler, has taken his foot off the gas too soon or too early, much too soon. So that intensity that he brings in this tag match, he needs to go ahead and bring that back into solos so he can definitely pull out the victory.
We'll see if that's going to be the case. And now coming down to the ring, though, is the top of the Animal Kingdom in Animal Kingdom with Pinky and Glorilla. Now, Kawu, are you surprised that this tag team has not ascended the tag team division and challenged for the titles as of yet?
I'm going to say no. Actually, I'm going to say yes and no. The reason I'm going to say yes is because look at these towering monoliths on how they come out and how aggressive they are and how earlier on they both were beating the mess out of everybody they face, especially Pinky. And then just to watch them just fall down the brackets as a tag team has been really sad, honestly. And that downfall started with the ladder match that they had for the titles against the Thomas Dynasty, and then we just slowly just watched them fall down the ladder since then. It would be great to see them back at the top of that ladder and contending for a title, but they got to be more consistent with the wins they get in the tag division in order to do so.
Well, if there's any night to make that statement known and start the train towards a title, picture is tonight at the grandest stage of them all, our WrestleMania, and it looks like Pinky and Glorilla are locked in and ready to go for this matchup. But again, you have BAT and Lionel Jade trying to stop them from being able to do that. And of course, you also have our next competitors that are about to come down to the ring doing just the same. And that is the tag team of Bullseye with Matt and Bobby Houston. Kawu, you've been a fan of this tag team since it was formed. You like what they've been bringing to the table. Is this their moment to start that ascending for themselves towards a title?
This is definitely that moment. If Bullseye pulled a win out here in this triple threat tornado tag match, this will be huge for them. And this will actually put them in a race to start contending to be the next tag team to get a title shot. So I'm excited.
Well, of course, we have two separate tag teams that are standing in their way from being able to do that, but they have had some great moments against this tag team. Again, Animal Kingdom is where they first picked up their first win as a tag team, and of course they've yet to face BAT and Lionel Jade, but they have been around long enough that they've kind of been able to build out each other's strengths and weaknesses and what things work for them. And we got everybody inside the ring. The bell has rung and things are going. And of course, chaos is ensuing as all the competitors are battling it out. And Lionel Jade just lifts Bobby Houston over his head and showing off the strength, just squatting him inside the ring as the Animal Kingdom just going to work on the other two competitors of Matt and BAT, and just this is going to be utter chaos. It's going to be hard to follow what's all going on, but Kawu, I hope you're ready for it.
Man, this is definitely going to be crazy. We seen the match start off that BAT was getting jumped by 3 people, which is a crazy start to a match. But we see Lionel Jade give Glorilla a backdrop as BAT gets punched in the back by Pinky, and man, this match is just bananas, just all of everything that is going on. It is a lot as Bobby Houston kind of celebrating. This is crazy, man. It's crazy.
Until the ring starts to clear out, I think there's going to just be utter chaos inside the ring, and you're just going to have to follow all the action going on and seeing what's taking place. But I did love what you saw earlier. BAT going over. Oh my God, never mind. Lionel Jade just busted Bobby Houston open with a fist strike to the face, and now Bobby Houston is pissed and goes right after the Bulldog onto Lionel Jade.
I don't know How did he bust him open so quick? Like, my goodness.
That knuckle of steel there from Lionel J just catching Bobby Houston right above the eye and busting him open. And now, Bat just getting broken down by BAT, but too close to the ropes as he does get out of a rope break.
BAT just standing there. He needs to go help his partner out.
Yeah, his partner finally getting some momentum against Gorilla. And Pinky just bearing those chest of Matt. You're going to see that chest cave in with these big paws just slamming down on him as Matt just falls to the outside the ring.
Definitely landed those big paws and doing as BAT follows Matt outside the ring and picks him up. As you got Bobby Houston, Lionel Jade, and Pinky in the ring. Pinky drops that big feline elbow on the Lionel Jade.
Ooh, that was a close one. I thought that was over, but of course that makes sense when you have 400 some odd pounds coming crushing down on your chest. But Matt just tossing BAT across the map like he's a bag of ice and now just stomping on it, trying to break that ice up, or in this case, his chest.
And Bobby Houston with all that celebrating he's doing, man, he missing the stopping people from doing certain things and pinning. We've seen Lionel J get hit big time twice from Pinky.
Yeah, BAT putting in some work in this matchup, though. He's been on a run, just going after everybody. But Matt, as I say that, just slams him down, and that was vicious. His head just bouncing off of the mat and then picking him up and just slamming him down once again.
Man, this match is crazy. As Lionel J reverses Pinky and grabs Pinky and headbutts him in the back of the head, bringing him down to size.
Oh my God, is he going to be able to do it? Look at all the strength on display as he lifts him up and just slams him down.
Ooh.
Bobby Houston go for the pin. But BAT barely able to break it open with the two. And it's an RKO out of nowhere. And we got 2 pins going on. We got 2 pins. Who is it? We got a 2. Oh my God.
Goodness.
We had Lionel Jade pinning Pinky. We had Bobby Houston pinning BAT. I did not know who was the count for, but of course both of them kicking out before a 3.
Man, and Lionel Jade just hit Matt with a sitting power bomb as Bobby Houston stops his partner from getting pinned for a possible 3 count.
Some big vicious strikes to Lionel Jade again. Lionel Jade's the one who busted Bobby Houston up open, and now he is just putting in the work at Lionel Jade, hoping he can bust him open. But Pinky picking up and it's an RKO out of nowhere.
Out of nowhere. Again, another one. My goodness. 2
pins again. It's a 1, it's a 2, it's a 3. It's
Bullseye wins. Wow, Pinky is pissed. Pinky is pissed. Wow, he was a half a hair late for that pin.
I think Pinky thought the pin was for him. It did not break it up, but as you said, the pin had originally started for Bullseye, and Bobby Houston and Matt walk out victorious in this matchup.
My goodness, that was bananas. Who would have thought that these two would come out as the winners of the Triple Threat Tornado Tag Match? Like I said, Bullseye is always exciting to win. Bobby Houston took the beating earlier on, got busted open, but he was the one who came out with the victory pin.
I think we might have just saw a new rivalry spawn right in front of us, because I know for a fact Pinky is going to be very upset, thinking that, again, that pin was for him, and that's why he didn't break it up. But of course, you gotta know around you. You gotta know what's going on around the ring, because you never know what's going to be what's for you and what's for others. And of course, Pinky on the wrong side of things there.
Definitely Pinky is pissed. We got to see how Pinky's gonna come out of this into his the next show. Because, man, I would be pissed too, especially if I thought that I had to win. I could have broke it up instead, but I go for the pin as well, thinking I had it. And once I hear the count going, I'm thinking it's for me, not somebody else. And it was for somebody else. That was rough. Tough loss.
What a tough loss. But of course, let's look to our next matchup. It's the Samurai taking on Lunt. It has been one fantastic match after another here at our WrestleMania. And Kalwu, do you think this matchup delivers as well?
Most definitely. Seeing who got the craziest strikes, the Samurai For Lunt, of course, this is going to be bananas. We just got to see who's going to come out on top. The Samurai guy has the win and has the best. He's pretty much bested Lunt so far. We got to see if Lunt is going to get his revenge. But watching Lunt go down this heel turn has actually been really exciting. I'm ready to see Lunt do a full-blown heel turn and just start beating on everybody just for the fact of just doing it.
Yeah, and let's, for the people who have missed in recent weeks, let's set the stage here. So, again, in recent weeks, Samurai was going to go take on Bill Gates. And as the Samurai was coming down to the ring doing exactly what he's doing right now, Lunt comes out of nowhere and just attacks the Samurai. And this has been in a string of heel turns, as you said, down this dangerous path that Lunt had been going on. Then, the Samurai wants to challenge Lunt at the end of the night. They have a match, and just barely, but the Samurai comes out victorious, taking down Lunt. This is now a time where both these competitors are at full strength going into this matchup. And of course, the Samurai hoping to put this behind him. Cal Wu, how are you feeling about this and all what's transpired going into this matchup now?
Man, it has been crazy, man. It's been real crazy. And the Samurai, man, he was going down the heel turn at first, especially after losing that OMG, but he recentered himself, and his strikes have been just as deadly as they've been from the beginning, and that's how he's been able to mount these W's. And I feel like the Samurai is going to stay down that same path and maybe try and show Lunt that the error of his ways by going down the path of the dark side.
Yeah, we'll see if that is the case. And as you said, the Samurai knows from firsthand experience what it's like to let that rage get you, let you get off your normal path and go down the path of the wrong. And maybe, just maybe, this could be the matchup that gets Lunt back to his ways, back to the Lunt that we had in early seasons, early episodes. But the Samurai has to be able to come out victorious to do so. And of course, the crowd ready for this matchup to get going. The lights are back on, and the Samurai is ready to be the one to set Lunt back down the path of good. But of course, when you go down the path of evil, when you go down the path of the wrong, sometimes it can be hard to turn things around. And so, Cal Wu, let's talk about this. Let's talk about Lunt and his path that he's gone down. There has been some positive moments, in a sense, out of this path where he's gotten some great victories, but he's also had some losses. So do you feel like this path that he's gone down, is a better Lunt?
It may be a better Lunt. Honestly, Lunt hasn't been as aggressive, or he's been more aggressive since his heel turn. And honestly, that aggression brings a lot of excitement to the PSWF. So I'm going to say this Lunt that we see now is a bigger, better, stronger Lunt. Now, is that going to interpret into wins? We don't know. We're here to see.
We will find out. And of course, look at Lunt just immediately coming down to the ring and getting things ready. The Samurai has the longest entrance here in PSWF. Lunt, one of the shortest. So, of course, things are getting ready to go. The Samurai getting loosened up. Lunt trying to get him focused. And now the bell has rung and we are started. Oh, and Lunt locks up the Samurai right away and immediately goes into a neck breaker.
Ooh. Yeah, Lunt showing that aggression earlier on and celebrating to the crowd, looking like, look at me. I'm the man and this is over. But Samurai grabs him from behind, elbows him in the lower back, and throws him into the corner.
Yeah, that was not a smart move there from the Lunt, and the Samurai going immediately into these vicious strikes. So remember, this has been the downfall of everyone else, and the Samurai's got him lined up. Oh!
Ooh.
Big kick to the face. That's a move that we haven't seen the Samurai pull off in many weeks, and he finally brings it back out on the grandest stage with a big chest drop onto the chest of Lunt.
Man, the double boot just stumping from the top rope on the Lunt's chest. The Samurai is pretty much trying to show him like, yo, I got to put you away. As he grabs him, and here comes a big knee strike across the side of the head of Lunt. My goodness, the Samurai moonsault, springboard moonsault off the rope, as he grabs Lunt to keep the pressure going, and he stumps on the lower back of Lunt and grabs him and kicks him in the face and just throws him down, just disrespectfully.
This is an aggressive aggression from the Samurai that we haven't seen in recent weeks, but this is what carried him to the OMG Championship, just not letting up, some vicious strikes here and everywhere going on, and now just big stomps to the face, and now just going right after that arm again, and now wrenching the other arm once again, trying to make it so that Lunt cannot bid out his big strikes at just a double knee drop to the back.
Most definitely. The Samurai is on top. Now he's on top, mounting him, laying down punches, and busts his Lunt's open. The Samurai is trying to show him that the path that he is on is not right, but Lunt counters, rolls him over, and punches the Samurai back in the face. Grabs the leg and starts doing aggressive elbow drops to the knee of the Samurai to make sure he can't lock in any kicks in this match.
Yeah, if he is not able to stand on those legs, the power behind those kicks are going to really be diminished. But of course, Lunt has been busted open, so how do we know what he's going to be able to focus on as he goes for that knee drop, and the Samurai able to get out of the way, and now just bringing Lunt up, and he's going to drop him right onto that ropes. And of course, Samurai back in the driver's seat of this matchup. We know with the Samurai, things can get turned around and just end in a split second. And of course, he's got it lined up, and a big knee kick to the face again.
The Samurai is being hyper aggressive, dropping these knees to the face of Lunt as he climbs the top rope. As he oh my goodness, a 450 flip and lands on Lunt. See if he can put Lunt away here.
It's a 2. Oh, but Lunt kicks out just in time. And the Samurai can't believe it. He thought with that double backflip, he was going to be able to put Lunt away. He's got him standing up. Oh, I thought he was going to go for Senpuku, but he does not. He just instead goes with a big knee kick to the face again. And that probably is it. Lunt having no part of getting back into this matchup, and that is the case. The Samurai flatlining Lunt.
That is unfortunate for Lunt. The Samurai didn't even land seppuku, didn't even go for the beheading technique, and he just emphatically owned Lunt. But it looks like they're going to shake hands.
And could that be the turnaround that Lunt needed? That could have been the turnaround that Lunt is going to be going back to his old ways, and the Samurai just making quick work of Lunt there.
Yeah, that was crazy. That was crazy, man. That match ended a lot quicker than what I expected. I thought Lunt was going to put up a bigger fight, but Lunt probably just was just as ill prepared as he showed. He was just not prepared for that match.
I wonder if it was that, or again, that early cut from Lunt. The early cut that the Samurai did, busting Lunt open. How much did that just immediately turn things around for Lunt and be able to not get onto his game plan? Because he did turn things around after that, but it was very, very short-lived. And so the Samurai, just from beginning to end, utter dominance in that matchup. And again, it shows just where the Samurai is in recent weeks from where he had been during his heel turn.
Definitely. And it's funny because it's one of those things like my grandfather used to say, a lot of people talk a lot of smack until they get hit in the mouth. And that's what that cut was for Lunt.
Yeah, definitely so. But of course, let's turn our things to the match before our main event. It is the Tag Team Championship on the line. Thomas Dynasty taking on Bear Arms. Bear Arms, the one that took the titles away from the Thomas Dynasty, and now they had put in their rematch clause, and here it is on the grandest stage. Kawu, how are you feeling about this matchup and what these two teams are about to put on display?
I'm excited. This match is about to go crazy. It's just seeing who comes out on top. If Bear Grylls and Bear Magnum still got the number of the Thomas Dynasty, or if Bear Arms going to come out victor, the victor once again, as they have in these last few weeks.
Yeah, we'll see if that is the case. But of course, now coming down to the ring is our former champions, the Thomas Dynasty, hoping that they will have the titles above their head here by the end of the night. And of course, look at them just soaking in the energy from this crowd as they come down to the ring. We have seen this team go from rises and falls, but most rises as they are the ones, again, who have had the title the longest. Kawu, what do you think they need to do tonight to make sure that they're walking out with the titles around their belt or their waist once again?
Making sure that they don't just trust each other 100%. Go into this match like this guy is a noob. Every pin, every submission that gets locked in, you go in and you interrupt. because that's how we've been seeing them lose since they lost the title. Just trusting their teammate and kind of just being overly trusting, and that has cost them heavily. So hopefully they don't do that in this match, and they interrupt everything. And if they do that, it's their match to win.
We'll see if that is the case. Have they worked out those errors in those most recent weeks? But of course, the team that they're going to have to try to get over is the champions in Bare Arms. And let's be, realistic. This has been a team that's been on a dominant force as of late. They have had the number of Thomas Dynasty, and they've shown it. And of course, now they got to do it one more time before they have to set their sights on another tag team. And the one that has been leading this cause, leading this drive, has been Bear Grylls. Kyle, you've made mention of it over and over as these teams fight, that Bear Grylls is the X factor in this matchup. How does Bear Grylls continue to be the big impact in this match?
He's just focused. Bear Grylls is focused. That's all I can say is he's focused. He sticks to his strength, and he tries to pinpoint the weakness of the opponent and literally wear them down little by little. And he's been doing that, and it's shown, because that's why they have the PSWF tag going around their waist, and that's why they've been amounting win after win after win, especially against the Thomas Dynasty. It's been crazy.
Now, Kyle Wu, we've had some fantastic matches here in our WrestleMania. Where do you, before this match even gets started, where do you see this match ending at the end of the night when it comes to best matches on display?
I don't know. It's going to be hard to bypass that steel cage match with Bill Gates pulling out that crazy win. But if this is just as exciting as that match, this may top it or may fall to number 2.
All right, well, we'll see if that is the case. Of course, Bare Arms have entered the ring. We are about to get started. And again, it is the tag titles on the line. That is what we are looking for. Let's go down to our announcers as they do the introduction. All right, it looks like our introduction did not actually happen, but we are getting things started here. The ref getting handed the belts and raising them high. It is time for the tag titles to be on the line. Kyle Wu getting things started here as Bear Magnum gets things started for Bare Arms, and the bell has rung. We're getting ready, and ooh, Kyle Wu instantly with that short jab, and that is something that he's always done to get things started and really getting things going. Oh, but Bear Magnum with the reversal, and now showing off the strength, but no, Kyle Wu with the reversal going into a suplex and drops Bear Magnum onto his head.
Definitely. That quick jab, like you said, that's been Kyle Wu's bread and butter. That quick jab, man, he gets everybody with it. Hits him with that quick jab to give himself just a little bit more momentum to kind of sway things in his favor as he wrenched the necks of Bear Magnum and slams him head first to the ground, and now he's working on that arm with his boot to his face.
Yeah, this is, of course, the strengths of Kyle Wu. That is why he is called the submission specialist, just really putting in work on the body and the limbs of his opponents. And, of course, KT is the one that brings the power. What a good compliment to one another. But Bear Magnum able to get the reversal, showing off that strength, and then just turn it around with a big DDT to the face of Kyle Wu, and KT is in disgust of what just happened.
Oh, yeah, KT trying to get the crowd involved, trying to get a little more momentum for Kyle Wu as Bear Magnum grabs Kyle Wu and brings him over to their corner and punches him in the face, dropping him down. Ooh, and kicks him in the face. My goodness, and putting all that weight across the side of Kyle Wu's face. My goodness.
Going raking across there, goes for the pin. It is a 1, and KT not coming in because, of course, he knew that Kyle Wu would be able to kick out, but that is a dangerous move, as we have said in recent weeks, or as you said earlier, that in recent weeks, they've been trusting a little too much, that you don't want to be the one where, hey, this is the one I think you're going to kick out of, but instead, it ends up being a 1, 2, 3.
Definitely. That's been the case. That's definitely been the case. As Bear Magnum is like just focusing on the arm of Kyle Wu, figuring that if he hurts that arm, he won't be able to lock in any submission holds.
Oh, and what is Bear Magnum doing here? It's got him sized up, and just lifting him up with a reverse neck.
Hangman's chokehold. Holy crap. Wow. As he drops a big knee across the chest of Cal Wu. Bear Magnum is showing that he got what it takes. But there you go. You see KT came in the ring. Even though it was a 1 count, KT came in and is like, you know what? We got to make sure we in here like swimwear. Oh, and Cal Wu's been busted open. This is the first time Cal Wu's been busted open in the PSWF.
My God, and he is bleeding all over, but he got to the DDT. And is he going to go for the tag? He does. He brings KT in and just gives himself some rest, as now it's KT against Bear Magnum. And this is the one that set off this rivalry. This is the one that made these two fight against each other. KT coming out on top in most of those matches, but now Bear Magnum having a chance to try to redeem it, as they are the ones with the championship. But KT got a leg locked in on Bear Magnum, and Bear Magnum is in pain. You can see it.
Definitely. He's sprawling in pain for sure. This KT goes for a pin.
Ooh, way too early. Not even getting a 1 count, as Bear Magnum able to get out, and KT just flipping him around and slamming him back down on the mat.
Man, KT just showing that strength, as it looked like he's going for a tag to bring Cal Wu back in. Cal Wu got himself a little breather. He's gonna go in, and what is he gonna do? He's gonna pick up Bear Magnum, and he's gonna lock in his special. He got it locked in. He got it locked in.
Oh, Bear Grylls able to break it up. And now Bear Grylls is just watching. It's a 1-2. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Oh, Cal Wu went after Bear Grylls, but Bear Grylls get out of the way, and then it's just a big knee drop to the back. And Bear Grylls is just standing watching as he tries to finally get out of the ring.
I'm about to say, now he's getting counted. He's been in the ring too long.
Woo, that was a close one. Just watching Bear Grylls just stand there was definitely, I think, a shock for most of the Bear Arms fandom. But definitely, Cal Wu going for a move with his cousin in the corner. And a big shoulder slam into Bear Magnum. And then what do they follow it up with? Oh, a double head drop onto Bear Magnum. And now are we going to finally see Bear Grylls get in the ring? We do. With some big strikes to the face of KT.
Strikes. KT shoves him off as he tried to grab him, picks him up, and drops him neck first on the rope.
Now, this is, of course, the person that we talked about has been the driving force for this. Oh, but Bear Magnum or Bear Grylls gets locked into a reverse headlock by Cal Wu. But Bear Grylls able to get out with a big kick to the back.
Oh, Cal Wu trying to pay him back for that submission loss he took the last time these two faced each other on one-on-one contention. Cal Wu was not happy about that.
Oh, what a vicious stomp to the head of Cal Wu there. But he brings in Bear Magnum, who has had a big number here against Cal Wu so far. And then he's got the leg lock in. Oh, and he just wrenches the back and then stomps that face into the mat.
Jesus. Bear Magnum showing such viciousness as he goes for a pin on Cal Wu. 1, 2. Cal Wu kicks up almost a 3 count.
That was real close. And KT did not come in. Once again, you said that he needs to. Oh, he misses the big slap there.
he misses it until his fireman carried down to the mat. Cal Wu jabs him up.
Oh, and now he's got him in a sleeper hold. He's got him in a sleeper hold. Is Bear Grylls going to break it up? He does. He jumps in and he breaks it up real quick. Oh, and a big elbow kick hit to the face of Bear Grylls. And now he's got locked in.
But he stops it. He stops it. Because he knows he's not the man. But he locks it in again. But he drops it. Cal Wu is not happy.
Yeah,
Cal Wu is not happy.
It looks like Cal Wu got a little bit too distracted by Bear Grylls trying to lock in so many submissions that Bear Magnum able to turn things around and just rakes against his face with that boot. Now it goes for the pin. KT finally coming in. It's a 1. It's a 2. KT's not bringing it up. Oh, my God.
My God. What are they doing? Like both of these teammates are playing sloppy. This is that sloppiness we talked about before, where Bear Magnum almost lost against the newly formed tag team because they're just watching. The Cal Wu is going for the hot tag.
No, Cal Wu seems lost. He might be bleeding a little too much. He was crawling into the wrong corner instead of the corner with KT. And now Bear Magnum just putting in some work onto Cal Wu, just driving him into the mat. Now he's going to bring in Bear Grylls to get this thing going.
Is Cal Wu going to be able to make that tag? Ooh, drop a knee onto the arm of Cal Wu. Now as he picks up Cal Wu, he grabs Cal Wu. Looks like he's going to go for a scoop slam.
Oh, what a vicious drop to the face. Goes for the pin. KT is just watching again. It's a 1, it's a 2. Oh, my God.
My God. My God.
What?
What a sloppy match from the Thomas Dynasty.
What?
Locking in submission holds on a man that's not in the ring. And locked in 2 different ones at that. And then KT just sitting there watching Cal Wu. Actually, right there, I thought that was going to be over, but it wasn't. My goodness. Sloppy match by the Thomas Dynasty. These guys are going to have to retool, make a discussion, talk something out. Maybe they need to go and do a singles match for a while. I don't know, but something got to give.
Oh my God, did we just see the potential implosion of the Thomas Dynasty, as this is not 1, not 2, but the 3rd time in recent memory that they have not broken up a pin with one another.
Yeah, it's been crazy, man. It's been crazy. Not a pin, not a submission move, nothing. Like I said, these two might have to go their separate ways for a little while, kind of build up some single confidence and then come back together. But as of now, man, this tag team looks a little dead in the water.
Well, that is a chance that they had to reclaim their titles, and now it's time with a new tag team to try to ascend and challenge for the belts. But that match is behind us. It is now time for the main event here at WrestleMania and crowning our first ever 2-time champion. It is Hunter Frost taking on Ben Nyson. Both titles on the line. The OMG Championship, the PSWF World Men's Championship. Cal Wu, what is your excitement level for this matchup?
My excitement level is on 10 million because Ben is nice, son. He is going to get this. Like I said, I am confident that Ben Nyson is going to get this, especially after his win last week against Hypnotic, and Hunter Frost lost last week against Bill Gates. It's no way that you can see Hunter Frost coming out of here winning this title. No way.
I'm going to tell you right now, though, nothing is going to be, set in stone here at our WrestleMania. We've seen it enough times tonight that I don't even know what's going to happen. And could it end up being one of those things where Ben Nyson took too much damage that he's feeling the pressure going into this one? Who knows? But of course, it is now time for the match to get started, and it is our OMG champion coming to the ring first in Hunter Frost. Now, Cal Wu, we talked about it last week. We all thought that it was going to be an easy matchup. Hunter Frost taking the victory over the Mosquito Bill Gates, but that wasn't the case. Hunter Frost got tapped in that matchup, and now he comes in riding a loss to try and claim the highest title here in the company. What do you think that does for your psyche as you come into the grandest stage and you have the chance to be the first ever double belt champion?
Well, Hunter Frost, we know he got all the confidence in the world, but that losing to the Mosquito like that in a match that you deemed was going to be easy work, just trying to kind of like a little training thing, and to take a loss from the Mosquito and being tapped out before your big chance at a pay-per-view of being a double title holder, that gotta do something bad to the psyche. Gotta do something bad.
Well, I would agree with you, but as you said, Hunter Frost definitely has all the confidence in himself that maybe it doesn't bother him. Maybe it doesn't even faze him. Maybe he took the loss because he didn't want the match to go on too long and wear him out for this. But of course, it is time for the main champion, the PSWF World Champion, coming down to the ring in Ben Nyson. And so, Kawu, you've been putting all your personal possessions on the line with Ben Nyson. You even just said it right here before this match got started. What brings you so much confidence that Nyson is going to walk out victorious?
Because out of all the wrestlers in the PSWF, Ben Nyson sticks to his bread and butter. He sticks to it like nobody's business. We see him set up from the apron. We see him set up from the corner. We see him set up with the springboarding off the rope. And he sticks to it every single time without fail. And those things have been what's been giving him his W every time he steps in the ring and gets one. Earlier on, he didn't do it. He did it a little bit earlier on. But as he went more and more and more to build his career up, we see him just stick to it like, you know what I'm saying, like white on rice. And it's been working. Just all I can say.
Let's listen to the introductions.
From Anaheim, California, weighing in at 206 pounds, Hunter Frost. And introducing the champion from Illinois, weighing in at 235 pounds, he is the world champion, Ben the Iceman.
It is time, everyone. We have the main event ready to go. The belt being handed to the ref. Hunter Frost acknowledging and knowing that he could be walking out as not just the OMG champion, but also the PSWF champion. And we are about to get started. This crowd is electric. I hope you are all at home are ready for this. And we are about to get started. The bell is rung, and here we go.
There we go. Ben Nyson quick with the strikes. But Hunter Frost counters, kicks him in the gut, and lands a fury of strikes of his own. And grabs him. And what is he about to do?
Oh! It's the pedigree right away, going right into it. That has got to do a lot of damage to Ben Nyson. And of course, Hunter Frost trying to keep the momentum going right into a cross-legged neck hold. And Nyson is nowhere near the ropes. He cannot break it up. And he's really got it wrenched in. But Nyson able to get out and some big elbows to the side of Hunter Frost's face.
Definitely. Hunter Frost tried to lock that in and ring that all the way till the cows came home. Boy, as he's on the attack again, laying those fury of blows, grabs Ben Nyson, throws him over the rope onto the apron. But Ben Nyson counters. Like I said, on the apron is where his bread and butter is. It's hard to stop him when he's on the apron, even when he's on the defensive.
Yeah, and he did the reversal there, getting a big kick to the face of Hunter Frost, and now the strikes are coming out from Nyson with a big DDT right after that. A great combo and a backflip right onto Hunter Frost. He goes immediately into a pin. It's a 1, it's a 2, and no, Hunter Frost able to kick out.
Oh, yeah, most definitely. I told you, man, that springboard, he stick to his bread and butter. This man is a hard act to follow. It's a hard time that he's going to lose. As he goes back to the apron, he gets the crowd involved.
Oh, and a big springboard front flip splash, and he goes right back to the apron, and he's sizing him up. He says, Hunter Frost, come here, and it's in it. It's the ice drop right there, right into his face, and Hunter Frost could be walking out with the loss. Ben Nyson, it goes to 1, it's a 2, and it's a 3. Oh my God!
Oh my God! I told you, the house, the cars, the college fund, all of it on Ben Nyson, because Ben is Nyson, and now it's crowned PSWF first time double title holder with the PSWF and the OMG. I told you, he stick to his bread and butter. This man will not lose.
Oh my God, the match just ended before it even started. The blink of an eye and it was done. And that's of course why, as you said, you put all the things on the line for Nyson in this matchup. And he is our first ever double title champion right here in our first ever WrestleMania and making quick work of our OMG champion.
Most definitely, most definitely. And it comes with all the smack talking that he was doing, saying that the OMG is the true title. And been nice and proved that's not the case, buddy, but it's mine now, so it don't even matter.
Wow, what a match. That was so fast, so quick, and I'm shocked. I am shocked. I thought Hunter Frost would put up a little bit more of a battle, a little bit more of resistance, but maybe the Mosquito did enough to wear Hunter Frost down before this matchup, because Nyson just did not hold back and really put Hunter Frost back against that mat fast.
Definitely. He put him down real fast. Hunter Frost had a little momentum, but as soon as Ben Nyson took it back, it was over. And the thing is, his mistake was, like I said, putting Ben Nyson on that apron. On that apron, Ben Nyson is batting 100%. He put him on that apron, countered, and had the match from then on. Hit him with a 450 splash coming off the apron, then went back to the apron, told him, get your goofy ass up, and jump and hit him with the Superman punch right off the apron, springboarding, ended the match 1, 2, 3.
Wow. Kal Wu, I want to remind you, that puts a cap on WWE 2K22 here for PSWF. I just got to ask you, before we get into the actual matchups here and your match of the night, but what did you think of PSWF's run in WWE 2K22?
That junk was bananas, man. It was great from start to finish, and I'm excited and can't wait to see what happens in 23, because it's only going to get better. It's only going to get crazier from here on out.
I agree completely with you. And so, of course, as we do as in all our shows, what was your match of the night here in our WrestleMania?
I'm going to still have to give it to the Mosquito in that steel cage match. That match is just crazy, watching him go against those monoliths. But this final match, even though it was quick, is definitely right there with it. Because, man, I did not expect that. And honestly, that's once again the influence from the Mosquito coming from last week affecting this match.
You're exactly right, and I'm going to just go, for the sake of choosing another one, I got to go with the Anime Ted versus Smack Talkers. What a phenomenal TLC performance that was going on there. And of course, the Smack Talkers getting so close to getting victorious, but Anime Ted coming out with the victory at the end. But I want to hear from you guys. What was your favorite match? Make sure you leave it in the comments below. But again, that is going to be our episode. So Kal Wu, what do you want to leave our viewers with before we send them off into the next episodes?
Like always, man, like, share, and subscribe to the video if you're a fan of wrestling. Definitely hit us up. Hit the merch down below. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, if you can't buy any merch to support, like, share, and subscribe is the biggest, easiest, freest way to support us. And we appreciate y'all for sure.
100%. And as Kal Wu said, make sure you guys like and subscribe this, so of course you can continue to support us here at PSWF. Just an important note, we will be taking a small break as we finish converting everything over to WWE 2K23, and so we will be announcing when the next episode will be coming back here in May. And I hope that you guys keep it locked here, so subscribe and follow our community channel as well as our various socials to find out when the next episode happens. But everyone, that's been here for PSWF Adrenaline. I've been one of your co-hosts, Jeremy Culver, aka Darcy. This has been Kal Wu, the submission specialist, and we enjoy this. So as always, everybody, like the video, leave a comment, hit subscribe, and keep the adrenaline going.